So, I watched Knights of Guinevere. I watched Knights of Guinevere recently, and I basically wanted to just try to make a video, and this is a good reason to do so. I guess I could do it about a few other things that I saw recently. For example, the Homestuck pilot, the animated version, which also could be an interesting video, especially if it titled it something like "What's on Homestuck?" Homestuck. My thoughts on Homestuck pilot as a person that never read Homestuck or something like that, I guess. Okay. But Knights of Guinevere. So, first of all, obviously, it's awesome. It's very good. The animation is great, the story is interesting, voice acting is good. Also, just a fun fact or whatever. The pink maid? Servant, I guess, is a better word. Maid has connotations. Okay, but the pink servant and Sparky have the same voice actor. That is just crazy. Okay. Anyway, I watched a few theory videos about Knights of Guinevere, mostly from Cartoon Universe. And I just wanted to say which theories I came up with myself even before watching those videos, which ones I agree with, which ones I don't, and so on. So, when I watched it, I already, almost immediately, came up with the idea that Guinevere and. Did I actually forget her name? Olivia? Olivia and Android Zero are somehow one person. And when I watched the Cartoon Universe videos about it, there was also a similar theory, or maybe somewhere else. Anyway, there was a theory that Olivia is a human with a robotic mind, and Guinevere is a robot with a human mind. The human mind thing is because at the end of the pilot, when they get to the repair halo, we can see a brain scan as part of the diagnostics for the android. It's not just cartoon logic. It's very clearly shown to the viewers. It's very clearly meant to be seen. So this is one of the theories that some people have, but I don't really think this is true. The Olivia and robot mind swap part, I don't think it's true. The robot with a human mind, I think, is very true. We can see it in the show. A different theory I saw was that Princess Guinevere, the Android Zero, was gifted to Olivia just before her mother died. And that is why she at the same time is very protective of her, but at the same time tortures her, like the whole intestines outside thing. So I think that this is true. I think that this is true, that this was given to her just before her mother died, or maybe even it was a gift from her, and now that's why she's at the same time very attached to it and angry at it, as if it was that her mother's death was the android's fault. Also, another thing. Are the talking animals talking to Frankie? Are they how she just imagines, how she visualizes her thoughts? Like some people just speak to themselves, in their mind. There are some people that just see things. Apparently, I don't. So maybe this is just Frankie's way of processing her thoughts, but it's also possible that these are hallucinations or something like that, that there is something wrong with Frankie. Okay, not wrong, but mental illness is a complicated topic. Anyway, there is also the possibility that those are hallucinations. And I'm not sure if that's how this works, but Frankie, based on what we know now, I think had quite a lot of childhood trauma, especially with the whole thing with Sparky pulling out her teeth. So I think she might be imagining these things. She might be imagining herself as a princess with talking animals and so on, as a way of just not being the normal human Frankie that had many problems. Just as a way of being someone else. So, I'm not sure how much violence they will show in the show, but if they show a lot, I think that there will be a scene where a Guinevere android, a very broken Guinevere android, probably with only its left arm, will throw itself onto someone, hold itself up with its teeth, and squeeze their brain or skull with the only hand. I know this sounds messed up and I don't know what that says about me, but I think that this will happen at some point. Also, I will probably upload a few more videos in the short amount of time, when Knights of Guinevere came out that long ago and I only now got around to making these videos, so yeah. But in the short amount of time, I will probably make a few more videos like this one about the Homestuck animated pilot and about Atlantis, the Lost Empire. I guess bye or something. I really don't know how this works. Bye?